Good morning, ladies. So glad you've decided to join me this morning in our devotion. As I was sitting here contemplating Psalm 46, one of my favorite Psalms, and verse 1, it says, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in time of trouble. I always like to read scripture and personalize it. I would say, God is my refuge and my strength, and a very present help in my time of trouble. Recently, I've got in my car to go pick our guest speaker for our Wednesday women's meeting. And as perhaps some of you know, the weather has been so inclement and so much snow and wind and rain. And so there I was in my car, stuck in the snow, not able to move. And there was a gentleman with a shovel working on his car, and I asked him to help me. He came over so generously and began to try to get me out of this deep frozen hole that my tires were in, and it just didn't work. And as I sat there, I said, Lord, I am in trouble. I need your help. Because you know what? God is concerned with all of your cares, whether they're simple or they're big or they're tragic, whether you've lost a job, whether you've gotten a bad report from a doctor, whether you have a wayward child or a grandchild, or whatever the trouble may be, or you're just simply stuck in snow. God is our present help in time of trouble. And as I called upon him in my car there, I said, Lord, I need your help. I looked across, and there were 3 young men with shovels, and they were laughing and talking and on their way. And I lowered my window and I said, hey guys, can you please help me get out of this hole? And they kind of looked at each other and laughed, and I said, don't laugh. I'm serious. I need your help. And so they came and they began to shovel and to push and to direct me until finally I was able to move forward and be on my way. But even as I was trying to maneuver the car there and thinking where I needed to be, I was also reminded of a time in my life where I felt so alone, so dark, and very afraid. And as I sat in my car that time, it was like a mantle of heaviness came over me and sadness. And all of a sudden, it was just like I called on the name of the Lord, and I heard the whisper and say to me, Evelyn, don't park there. In other words, don't park your mind in your past, your failures, what's been done to you. But learn to trust and call upon the name of the Lord, because he is your refuge and your strength in your time of trouble. So I remind you today to keep your eyes on the one who knows you by name, who cares, who says, cast all your cares upon me, my daughter, because I care for you. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. In the worst times, in the good times, we're taught through his word to say, thanks unto the Lord. Not because all things are good that happen to us, but because he can take those things that are so painful and turn them into something good. He can take your mess and turn it into a message. So reflect on the goodness and the power of God today, and know that you are not alone. And say along with me, my God is my refuge and strength, my very present help in time of trouble. God bless you. And don't just have a good day today, but have a God day. And remember to seek his presence. God bless you.